Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Sunday service of Now Creations. Just a couple of things to mention before we begin today, and then one most important thing. The first two things to mention, I welcome all of you to our program this evening on The New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. It'll be from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Just go to our website, click on to study groups, and scroll down to The New Earth. And then also the book that I have published, presented, The 10 Most Important Things to Know in Life, we anticipated coming out in print by the end of the month. You'll have an opportunity to have a book in your hands, and hopefully I know that you'll enjoy it. Now for the most important thing before we begin, and that is, I've been so inspired by the goodness of all of you. I believe that you are stepping up, each in your own way, to being that God Spirit in human form. I am so moved by the wonderful things that you are doing, kind, loving, and yet intelligent and creative. You're an inspiration to me, and I just want you to know what a joy it is to be with each of you. It's a perfect segue into our talk today, for it is a continuing joy to share with you the qualities experienced by the near-deathers. It's so refreshing to know that what we'll experience in the future is available to us now, and is in fact creating the foundation for a more evolved future. Our evolution is speeding up as we continue to settle down and more move beyond the dramas of separation. In the last 2 weeks, I explained the first 4 qualities of living tomorrow today, of an advanced consciousness, living that way here and now. These qualities are, first of all, listening and responding in the now moment. Secondly, altruism, unselfish living. Thirdly, a felt sense of oneness with everyone and everything. And last week, number 4, overcoming materialism and self-centeredness to exhibit a much more God-like love, which I think so many of you are truly doing. We are now ready for the 5th quality of an expanded consciousness. Let me now begin as I did last week when I said that this 5th quality will not be new to you as a word or a thought, but it probably will be new to you as an experience, at least as an experience at a greater depth. Let me begin by not announcing this quality right off the bat, but by describing to you 3 of the comments made by members of our Now Creations group. And may I say that these comments are made by more and more of our members. The 3 comments made by more and more of our members are these. Number 1, I'm the happiest that I've ever been in my life. That's quite a statement. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. The second one, I am very content in my life. What a prized quality of contentment in contemporary society. And then they added a 3rd comment, I feel so loving toward everyone and everything. I feel very filled up from that something inside of me. I feel very filled up from that something inside of me. These are quite remarkable comments. They clearly indicate that something is happening within us. Something is happening within us that was not present in our past, at least not present in fullness in our past. What is it that seems to make us so much happier and so much more content? And may I say, not just happier and content some of the time, but happier and content most, if not all the time. Something is afoot. What is it? Let me now introduce this fifth quality of enhanced consciousness that is making such an impact upon our lives. The fifth quality is joy. Joy, a sense of excitement, a sense of just being alive, alive with that certain something, alive with that certain something that brings such happiness and contentment to us. So what is it? What is it? What is that certain something that seems to make us happy, content, and much more joyful, that elevates us into this joyful state of being? Let me first of all give you a statement of this joyful state, and then 4 practical results. First, the statement. Joy is the dynamic aspect of being. You might want to write that down. Joy is the dynamic aspect of being. Let's now focus on 2 aspects of this definition for a fuller explanation. First, the word being. Joy is an aspect of being. This means that we, you and I, are part of something bigger. We are participants in a larger being. This larger, all-encompassing being, this larger, all-encompassing energy of which you and I are a part, we call God. And we are conscious aspects of this being. We are conscious aspects of this greater energy that we call the God Spirit. This greater energy elevates our normal everyday selves into a much larger, much more powerful energy of which we are conscious. There is something bigger in you and bigger in me that is now the source of our daily presence. We have grown in the energy of God. And you just need to focus your attention on this larger energy. And in a second, as soon as you focus your attention on this higher energy of which you are conscious, you know that joy that seems to be moving through you. You know, you are conscious that this is not your old personality self, but rather there is a higher presence in you. There's a higher presence in you in which you are participating. Your joy is an aspect of the joy of being. Your joy is an aspect of the joy of being. Now, did you ever think you would say this to yourself, that my joy is an aspect of the joy of God? Now, here's the payoff. The real experience is the second part of the definition, namely, that joy is not just an aspect of being, but it is a dynamic aspect of being. Joy is a dynamic energy. There is movement in joy. Joy is the divine in action. Isn't that you? The divine, consciously, you in action. Some people call this joy, this movement, the Holy Spirit. That's fine. But most of all, would you please see this movement as you? You are the movement of God. You are the joy of God in action. Wow. It's true, and you know it. You feel it. Let's now look at the 4 practical results of this joy in you. First and foremost, you don't have to wait to start living. You are not dependent on people or situations around you, but rather joy flows from you to the people and situations around you. How many times have I said to you that people like to have you in their company because you are a good person, you're a kind person, you're a happy person, but most of all, there is an aliveness in you, and you bring this aliveness to where you are. So you just say to yourself, well, what is this alive energy? It is your joyful presence. You bring joy with you wherever you might be. Joy flows from you. It has now become an aspect of your being and how people appreciate your presence. Surely, you are much more aware of the fact that people really do appreciate you and they love you. They love to have your joy in their presence. The second practical result. The second result is your comfortability. Is your comfortability being wherever you are in your life circumstances. This means that you now realize that you are always meant to be where you are. You're meant to be where you are, to bring your joy to the situation. This sense of being exactly where you are meant to be and to be comfortable in that situation is quite an achievement. Your sense that wherever you are and with whomever you are, there is something that you are meant to either give and or to receive. And not only will the comfortability of this guide be with you in present situations in life, but you realize that this comfortability, being at home with yourself, will guide your future living as well. Isn't it wonderful to be able to live with a certainty, with a confidence, with a joy that you are meant to be exactly where you are? No longer are you a stranger in your own life. You're no longer a stranger in your own life, but rather your love extends to everyone and everything. For wherever you are, you are meant to be, and all is well. There's more. The third practical result. This presence of joy within you is very secure, and it's a very safe place. At any moment, should you find yourself immersed in drama, you can return to this place of joy within you. Thus, I suggest to you that the third practical aspect of joy is that it is a launching pad. It is a launching pad for the energy of your future. I believe that this sense of joy, of being a participation in the movement of the larger energy will enable you to explore your future with the same certitude and confidence that you have in the presence. How nice, how refreshing, how real to be able to release worry and fear about the future because you feel your connection to the larger God energy. There is a knowing within you that not only are you connected to this energy, not only that you are cared for, that for now, as you go forward, that you are the extension of this energy. You are extending the God presence here on the planet and beyond. You realize that whatever is coming to you is meant to be your response, in the sense that there is a trust in you now. There is a presence within you now. There is a joyful movement within you that gives meaning to whatever is happening to you now and in the future. From the smallest thing, the smallest act of kindness, to the largest possibility you can think of, you are now in partnership with the divine. And this will launch you into your future with that greater confidence, with that greater sense of, I know what I'm doing, and I'm consciously creating my future from that joyful presence that is within me. I'm living my life in the joy of the Spirit, and I'm allowing that energy to be the movement within me. That's the something we are now understanding. Which brings us to the fourth practical result. This fourth practical result is a result of the state of being joyful and the experience of oneness. Let me explain. As you continue to be in a state of joy, as a consistent state of being, you begin to experience a sense of internal bliss. For the most part, you are happy and you are content throughout the day. And you are excited. You're excited to bring that joy with you wherever you possibly can. And then you begin to realize, with this sense of joy, there is a sense of oneness with all creation. With this sense of aliveness within you, there's a sense of oneness with all creation, from plants and animals to people, to the planet, to the cosmos, and with the Creator itself. This sense of inner bliss and oneness is quite noticeable. The sense of inner bliss and oneness is quite noticeable. Sometimes you have to pinch yourself, saying, oh my God, is this really happening to you? Oh my God, it is. It is. And then you begin to realize that you really are the divine energy co-creating in the world with these two differences now. The first difference is that you now want to be this joyful presence. You want to extend your joyful energy. It's not something you should be doing, that you have to be doing. but rather it's something that you want to do. You want to extend this loving presence within you that gives you joy. It's a movement of joy. Now, honestly, is it not? You want to do this because it enlivens you and others. You feel the bliss of the oneness with all creation. So you want to do it, but there's a second quality. Because you want to extend your joy, because you want to do it, it's becoming effortless. It's becoming effortless because you really want to do it. These two qualities, this combination of desire and effortlessness to extend your blissful state of oneness. What a combination. What a combination to extend this joyful presence out of your desire and the effortlessness that ensues from it. Have we not grown? Have we not grown so beautifully? This is real. This is really real. In conclusion, I have now completed the 5 qualities of enhanced consciousness, living tomorrow today, being in the moment of now, altruism, oneness, love, and joy. You might be asking yourself, is there anything else to be said? Actually, there is, and we will explore them in the next 2 weeks. But for today, how about joy as an aspect of your being, and you are the movement of God? Wow. Let's now bring this into our meditation, and what a joy it is to do so. Again, let us just be very, very thankful that we have this wonderful opportunity of joining together this morning, and we feel this sense of joy among us. It's an aspect of our beings. Let's now approach it in meditation by again focusing on our breath, joyfully, realizing that the movement of the air brings with it the movement of the prana and the movement of the God Spirit within us. Please focus on the rhythm of your breathing. Please begin. Is it not true that right now, you're smiling within yourself? Are you not in the energy of joy right now? Honestly, isn't there something alive in you right now that is bigger than you? And yet it's you. You are in this energy of joy. Just acknowledge it for yourself. And would you be conscious of this joy within you? It's a feeling. It's not a thought. It's not an idea. Notice the feeling of it within you. This is very important for what will come afterwards. Acknowledge the feeling of joy within you. Now, so very important, as you feel this joy within you, would you say to yourself, I understand that joy is an aspect of my being. This is so very important. You must come to the conclusion from the feeling you have right at this moment that joy is an aspect of my being. You need do nothing except be in joy. Notice this clearly. Now, just as importantly, would you note that joy is an aspect of your being, but would you also notice that there is movement in joy? Joy is a movement of your being. It's an aliveness. It's something that you want to extend. Puts a smile on your face. Can't wait to do something. Notice this sense of joy within you. It's a movement. You want to share it. Focus on that. And as you feel this movement, I'm going to give you a little phrase. It's an impetus to your bliss. It's an impetus to your bliss. You just want to extend it. It's an impetus, moves you. And you're in charge of where you want to extend it. There's no shoulds here. There is simply acknowledging this movement of your connection with the God Spirit to anyone and anything. You are the movement. You are the impetus of your bliss, wherever you decide. Lucky the people and situations that you're going to share your bliss with. Now, don't you think it was rather clever of our Creator to install this movement of joy within us so that it could be extended to everyone and everything in the oneness? Rather clever. But do you not see that that's what the Creator has done? The Creator has brought you forward in joy. And just as the Creator has extended you, you now are an extension of it. Rather clever, huh? Ensuring a oneness, and yet individually, each of us doing our thing. So clever. And you know, when you're doing what you want to, it's effortless. When you're doing what you want to, it's a joy. Effortless. I'm willing to bet right now you have two things. I'm willing to bet you kind of have a smile on your face. And I'm willing to bet you have an inner smile. Would you be willing to say that the smile on your face and the smile within your heart are now aspects of your being? Joy on the outside, joy on the inside. Let's go. What do you say?
Deep within, peace resides, faith abounds, and love abides. The light shines bright to love without, love within. I honor thee, I honor thee. Namaste, I honor thee. I honor thee, I honor thee. Namaste, I honor thee. When you are where you need to be, within that space, I honor thee. Seen through eyes, an illusion, seen through spirit, we are one. I honor thee, I honor thee, I honor thee. Namaste, I honor thee. I honor thee, I honor thee, I honor
Would it be too redundant to say, what a joy? What a joy it's been to be with you here today. May we continue the movement. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, everyone.
That was beautiful.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Happy to have you.
namaste.
Yeah, what fun, huh? What fun. Just absolute fun. If you're able to join us tonight, happy to have you with the New Earth. But most of all, I mean, you got to have a smile on your face. Truly, truly, truly.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, great, wonderful. Have a great
Thanks,
day,
Vince.
everyone.
Take
Mhm.
care.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone.
Goodbye, all.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.